Removal and replacement of the core cover. Before starting work on the quantum heater, it is important to safely isolate the products from both electrical supplies, the peak supply and the off-peak supply. Equipment must be safely isolated. Follow G38 isolation techniques. Ensure all 12 steps are adhered to and equipment is safe to work on. Only trained and competent persons are allowed to work on Dimplex heating and ventilation products. Dangerous voltages and switch neutrals can be found in many products. This is outside the scope of the fixed wiring systems. Removal and replacement of the core cover. This video will show you how to correctly remove and replace the quantum heater core cover and prevent damage occurring to the heater. Remove the quantum heater panels. Review the video removing the quantum heater panels if you are unfamiliar with the correct procedure. Removing the core cover. Take note of how the core cover sits behind the chassis at the bottom. Note the number of screws installed around the outer edge of the core cover. The larger the heater, the more edge screws are fitted. Remove all the screws around the core cover edge using a magnetic bit. Ensure all the screws are retained for refitting later. Tilt the cover panel forward to see how it fits into the chassis groove at the bottom. Lift the cover panel upwards to release it from the chassis. Note the transport packaging within the core. This must be removed before building the core. Under no circumstances should the electrical connection be made to the heater until the core is completely built. Please watch the Building the Core video. Place the core cover to one side, ensuring that the insulation on the rear of the cover is not damaged. Avoid pressing the insulation at the corners. Do not touch, press, poke or damage the insulation at any point on the heater. Avoid pressing the insulation at the corners. After building the core, replace the core cover as follows. Insert the core cover into the slot at the bottom of the core. Tilt the core cover upwards towards the heater core and bricks. Ensure the insulation in the corners is not damaged and heat cannot escape from the core. Heat escaping from the core will damage the heater's electronic components. Replace all the screws around the core outer cover edge. Do not leave out any screws. Do not forget to tighten all the screws. It is critically important the core cover must be correctly fitted to prevent damage occurring to the product. Thank you.